Hello
Showing.
and welcome to the Game Awards prediction cast. This god awful thing I somehow manage to do every year despite literally no one wanting it. If you're unfamiliar, every year Jeff Keighley puts on a show where he honors the best games in the industry. The Game Awards is built out of the ashes, the Spike Video Game Awards, and then those fell apart because everyone hated them. Really, for the last few years, Jeff Keighley has put the show on by himself in a much classier manner, but not without its faults. All right, we're going to go through all of the categories, and we are going to take a stab at who's going to win. We're going to discuss games that might be revealed at the Game Awards, as every year, pretty big reveals. Shit. I have with me here Caesar
Hello.
and Devilman,
Hello.
both of whom are from the Discord. We might get some more people in as time goes by. So I guess I'll just sort of start here. Kind of thought we'd have more people, but then suddenly everyone was asleep. So that's great.
Should add everyone again.
You add everyone so that they know, and everyone just sort of mutes you. Anything happens. It's almost like, forget it, whatever. It's not the time or the place. God damn it. Fucking people. Anyway, shit. This is already off to a bad start. We're gonna fuck energy right now. I woke up like 3 hours ago, so my nose is clogged. You could probably tell that as well. So sorry. Great start here, but down the hill. First category is for some god awful reason, best Chinese game. This
What?
is this is not the best game made in China. This is the best game as voted by Chinese viewers.
Probably PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
I mean, you have to let me read the categories
sorry.
first, Caesar. Valley 2. JX3 HD, which I have no fucking clue what that is.
Okay.
Gumballs. Icy. ICEY. And King of Glory.
Is one of those the League-like game? It's a MOBA.
I think that's King of Glory.
These all seem like
Yeah.
mobile games that I've never heard
That's
of.
that's gonna come to the Switch.
I'm pretty sure they all were.
Yeah, because China doesn't really have video game consoles.
Every time I see JX3, I think it's a Jack and Daxter game, and then I get disappointed when I look at the screenshot, and it's clearly not.
Let me look at it.
You can find these nominees on your own. .com/awards. Please kill me.
A lot of these look like free-to-play MMOs and shit.
I think most of them are. It's
And they're
China.
also, like, made in China. This one kind of looks like a Dynasty Warrior ripoff. Like, the design.
Whatever. I don't think anyone gives a shit about this category. We're starting at the bottom of the list and working our way up. A lot of these are stupid.
I definitely don't care about what Chinese people are playing.
So, first game I have on the list of games that might be revealed at the Game Awards is Devil May Cry 5.
Sounds sensible.
You think so?
So, if anyone doesn't know, if you don't follow the gaming press like I do, very recently there was a huge leak of Capcom shit. As a general rule, if someone leaks something from Capcom, you can probably take it at face value. Capcom stuff, when it gets leaked, it's usually accurate because Capcom is not big enough for people to make fake leaks about. And there just seems to be someone who works at Capcom who doesn't really give a shit if they leak things. So in the most recent leak, they leaked all the Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite DLC, or the first wave of it anyway, before it came out. Some other nonsense that I think got confirmed. And then they leaked Devil May Cry 5.
Oh, wow.
This is not the first time Devil May Cry 5 has been leaked. Devil May Cry 5 was leaked earlier in the year before E3, and I think it was leaked even earlier than that last year. In the leak, they specify Devil May Cry 5 have known that Devil May Cry 5 has been coming for a long time, and that the game has had a trailer ready, but for one reason or the other, it hasn't been able to be shown off yet. It moved around. Whew. So there's a whole lot of information about Devil May Cry 5 in that leak. Shit like, multiple playable characters. It's made by the team who made Dragon's Dogma. It's going to be pseudo open world. It's not going to be on the level of Dark Souls, but it's going to be more open-ended than previous games were. Devil May Cry 4 and 3 were kind of going in that direction. So I can see them going full on with that. Yeah, so it was supposedly... So for anyone who doesn't know, PlayStation has a show called the PlayStation Expo, like the exact same week as the Game Awards. So you're not going to see like PlayStation exclusive titles at the Game Awards, generally speaking. You're not going to see Ghost of Tsushima. You're not going to see The Last of Us 2, because all that shit's going to be at the game or at the PlayStation Expo. Supposedly, Devil May Cry 5 was supposed to be at the PlayStation Expo. It got cut because they've decided to to not show off a ton of shit at the PlayStation Expo because they want to focus on just a handful of games instead. Ostensibly, so that way they can have a bigger E3 next year, but it's hard to say. It's very unlikely that Devil May Cry 5, if it's going to come out, be revealed until E3. So the chances of it getting shown off at the Game Awards seems like a good bet. Also, when you look at how Capcom has treated Devil May Cry recently, it's very obvious that they're not going to continue with the reboot. You re-released the reboot on PS4, and they altered it heavily to be more like the older games. They re-released Devil May Cry 4. Old Dante is the representative of Marvel vs. Capcom, not new Dante.
I figured don't.
Yeah, because you have to have something for long. Because you have to have something recognizable from Capcom for like those games.
Yes, but you figure you would want the most relevant character, and if you're not using reboot Dante,
oh, Frank West.
Yeah, Virgil. Yeah, like with Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that predated the reboot, obviously. But with this one, there was really no reason not to have it be the new Dante, unless they're not going to bother with him anymore, which seems
or
like
if it's going to be like an alternate costume or something.
Well, it was.
Yep. Oh.
And the core character was old Dante. I've been really fucking deep diving on Devil May Cry recently. That series maintains, I think it's still the greatest character action series. I think it has like depth to its combat. And I would I really love to see them take another crack at it. Especially if this is the same group that worked on the Devil May Cry 4 version, because the new characters they added fit into that game seamlessly. But you got any thoughts on Devil May Cry 5?
I'm looking forward to it. If it's the same team who made 4, I'm pretty happy about that.
I don't think Kamiya would be working on it. I don't think this is like Platinum Games. I think this is a full-on different team. Although I don't know how many of the people who worked on Dragon's Dogma worked on Devil May Cry exactly.
As long as he orders a pizza and he also gets to make a joke about how Dante has a stupid haircut too.
Caesar, any thoughts on Devil May Cry 5?
Never really played them.
Next category.
Yeah.
Best debut indie game presented by Chic Hydro.
That sounds like a really stupid title.
I don't know if you guys watched last year's Game Awards, but there's like a huge chunk of it dedicated to Chic Hydro every year.
Just Razer
because
sponsoring.
They pay for,
I remember.
They pay for like half the show, so they get like a every year.
So
during the show.
Oh, sorry. So how many Razer commercials were in the last years?
Fuck, I don't remember. It's like a dedicated spot in the middle of the show, in addition to like actual advertising, I believe. Or actually, I think they live stream the show every year, so maybe there's no advertising aside from that. Whatever. This is a clear winner, I think, for this category. Slime Rancher, Hollow Knight, Golf Story, and Cuphead. I think it's pretty obvious that Cuphead's going to win this category.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sounds sensible. It's really well designed. And
Cuphead's a fantastic game.
Yep.
To the degree that to be honest, to the level that it should be in the Game of the Year category.
Yeah, it definitely should. It's
some great things.
To be fair, those guys
did
take out like fucking mortgages on their homes to be able to make that game.
Yeah, so the developers are like two brothers who double mortgaged their houses in order to get the game out, and it's been a massive fucking success. So I don't think, it seems set in stone. Like, Cuphead's in a few other categories, but that's the big one. I've heard some great things about Hollow Knight and Slime Rancher and Golf Story, but nowhere near the level of Cuphead. So I think that one's probably pretty set. Next game. 6. 6 is in the same boat as Devil May Cry 5. It got leaked a little bit ago. 6 got pushed back at the last minute. But supposedly the developers are not nearly as interested in being like a PlayStation exclusive sort of deal. There's some level of PlayStation exclusivity. Seem like PlayStation is directly funding development or anything. So the odds of them showing up at the Game Awards seems pretty high. And the fucking leak that's where it would be. I don't know jack shit about Soul Calibur. Do either of you know anything about Soul Calibur?
It's ring.
I played 3 back in the day, but I never really got into it.
I played like 4 and 5, and all I know about it is it's just like a 3D ring arena fighting game with like.
What was the
weapons.
one where you got to make your own fighter? Or am I thinking of Mortal Kombat?
I think they all have a pretty extensive character creator.
Yeah.
I know 4 is the one with
the Yoda Xbox 360 version. I think that's all I played.
Yeah, that's the 4, I believe. People forget that one also has Star Killer in it from The Force Awakens.
A big question would be: would they still have like? Would they like add? Would they keep Patroklos in the game from like 5?
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that is.
That's the main character from Soul Calibur 5. It's very obscure.
Maybe. I don't know. Soul Calibur 5 just sort of came and went, so they might just forget
Yeah, it
it.
did. They're still
I
gonna
think
keep.
the bigger
like,
question is who's your guest character gonna be?
Good question. It can't be 2B.
Maximilian Dude has been a really good pick. Maximilian Dude has been out there toting the for a Bloodborne hunter to be in.
Oh yeah, that would be fucking dope.
I'd be surprised they added in Nier or something stupid.
Nier would be a weird one because there's multiple versions. Well, actually, depending on how many systems it comes to, that would actually work out pretty well. But yeah, 2B would probably be the more common choice and probably the more hype choice. All things considered. Who cares?
They could add in another Tekken guest character or guest.
Best.
I'm tired of Tekken being in everything, even though I love Tekken.
Best. I don't know how to say this word. I think this is a Chinese thing. Best esports team. What's esports?
I think Esparde is the right way to pronounce it.
ESPORT.
Hey, I have a great idea.
Is that like a
Esport.
I got a good idea. Why don't we skip the category? Yeah, it just doesn't sound interesting at all.
Just name some of the games.
Well, this seems to be a team sport thing. I don't know. This is weird. Maybe this is like
I think
is that like maybe it's like a psychic thing?
Oh, esport? That's like electronic sports.
Is it like psychic speedrunning?
Maybe. The next category is best esport. Best esports
Airstay.
Best Airstay player presented by Omen by HP. That's the title. Presented by Omen by HP.
So, Omen by Hewlett Packard.
And these are people.
Oh.
I can't say most of these names.
Are they like Moonspeak? Levels
Let's
of
skip
like.
to the next category.
Good point.
Esparte game. League of Legends. Dota 2.
Typical.
Counter-Strike, Global Offensive,
Yeah.
and Overwatch. Games came out this year.
Why isn't like PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds on there?
Is that an Esparte game?
Technically, that's something else. I don't know.
That's more of like streaming game.
This is a weird category,
There's,
considering it has no newcomers in it.
It just has games that are like years old.
I don't know if Rocket League is a particularly Esparte game, in all honesty. I don't hear about huge Rocket League tournaments like I do these other games.
It feels like Rocket League is more of like an online thing for esports.
Sure, whatever. I'm just gonna pick one at random here. Overwatch, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Who cares?
Rocket League might have a shot, but not really.
Esports are for nerds like regular sports.
Next game, Spyro HD Collection. There's like 2 accounts on Twitter. Every single day, awards to have the Spyro HD Collection be at the show.
Wait,
like every day. It's great. I love it. Not like official ones, just like I've noticed this on Twitter. There are some dudes who accounts will dedicate their time to like asking people for the return of an old game. But then also sometimes they just tweet out normal shit. So for example, there's one dude I follow. It's like Panzer Dragoon World, who keeps asking people to make an open world Panzer Dragoon game. He'll just tweet out like Panzer Dragoon gifs and shit like that. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then also he'll just be like, so I played Mario Odyssey today. I see why everyone likes it so much. It's a very good game. You like how I somehow made my my stuffed nose even more stuffed there for a second?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Extent of my power. I don't know. I like Spyro. I'd like to play Spyro again.
I'm sure it'll
Well, I guess I
happen
could
soon.
Mhm.
You know, that's a low level enough reveal that the Game Awards can totally get it. A lot of these are like crazy big, so they're not going to happen at the Game Awards. The Game Awards really just has like trailers for existing stuff now. There's not really any big reveals.
They're probably gonna like fucking promote this shit of like Far Cry 5 or something.
But to pretend. And Jeff Keighley has been out there saying this is the biggest one yet. So, you know, whatever. I don't know. Spyro HD seems plausible. Trending gamer. Steven Spawn.
It's a PewDiePie on the list.
Mike Grisick. Guy Beam.
Boogie.
Andrea Rene. I don't know who any of these fucking people are.
Yeah, I've never heard of him.
They just sound like random people.
I think these are just Twitch streamers, and no one gives a shit about Twitch.
Unless it was like Vinny from Vinesauce or Joel.
Where's Darkside Phil? Why isn't he on this list? Did you see Darkside Phil got a new girlfriend?
Wait, really?
Oh, like he revealed on a live stream that like his tax attorney wasn't paying his taxes for like 4 years.
Oh.
And he was like, so now I'm totes fucked, guys. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I guess you gotta pledge more. And then he was also like, by the way, I'm gonna take 2 weeks off in December. Like, wait, you need money, but you're gonna take 2 weeks off of work? And he goes like, well, guys, I didn't want to tell you this, but I kind of got a new girlfriend, and we need to hang out a little bit more, or else she's gonna leave me for Tyrone, like the last one.
Yo, okay, I'm here. Yo, guys, what's up?
Jarper Wolf?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
good.
saw the prediction on the thing.
Jarper Wolf to the Game Awards prediction cast. We're on Trending Gamer.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Who do you think should win the Trending Gamer award?
Sargon.
I'm not sure actually.
Do you know who any of the Trending
would-
Gamers are? Because I sure as fuck don't.
I don't either.
Let me look this up.
They're all. Wait, it's the live streamers you mentioned?
Oh,
Yeah, hold on.
yeah, live streamers. I kind of want ETC
List.
or
It'd be
Donkey.
great if they had like, you know, parentheses in their like handle.
Oh,
Two
Donkey.
is trending.
Donkey's
Come
not-
on, they're not on there.
Yeah, this list sucks. Donkey's not going to be on the list. Not after he made like 2 videos shitting on the press.
What did he do?
ETC and ETC always make fun of them. Their show on Machinima, and they
Donkey
kind of
made,
no, not some
Donkey
some
made
Are you
journalists.
video-
talking about whenever he was bashing video game critics?
Yeah, like
because that's who fucking. That's
Tugs
what
is
the
basically a
award.
parody of the No.
They're not gonna fucking because Donkey made fun of critics with Crash Bandicoot, and he did it again with Cuphead. Like they're not
Yeah,
gonna
and
do that.
ETC kind of pissed them off, might have pissed some off some groups because of their show tugs.
It's this guy Beam Dude because I've seen him like in like
Yeah,
compilations of like
you know who this list is missing? PewDiePie. I don't, or
PewDiePie's not gonna be on this
Or
list.
Vinny.
or Ghost Robo. What about Ghost
Yo,
Robo?
Vinny
What
ain't
about
gonna
him?
be on a game show that big. I love the guy, but like,
Like none of the biggest YouTube. Like I don't. These are like I don't need these guys to be on Twitch. Let me see.
I think Joel might be.
Steven Spawn.
Yeah, Joel.
His
Joel might be. Everyone else I don't recognize. From
handle is
actually,
God damn it, Joe.
aren't even.
All right,
TV producer.
Let
Oh, sorry.
him speak.
You gotta give me a little headway here, my dude.
Okay, okay. Sorry, it's getting carried away.
So Steven Spawn seems to be who specializes in disabled gaming, I assume. He's got like one of those wheelchairs where you got to blow in the thing to make it move.
Oh,
That's interesting.
So that's at least he's not just an idiot playing video games. He has like a purpose. So I guess he should win.
He should win because everyone else looks like I think they're all washed up. Because the one
Everyone else,
Andrea Renew is like a
they just look like Twitch streamers to me. They don't look like they have a hook.
yeah. Like there's
All right,
nothing bad about Twitch
I'll
streamers.
give you
I'm
my
a
hook.
I'd be surprised if Critical actually
I'm a
got on
Twitch
the list.
streamer sometimes, but they're not.
What's the next game here?
We
know this is going to be at the award show. PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds new map show for some.
I'm not sure about PUBG. I'm not sure about why they put it on there. I don't know.
Because
About it.
oh, sorry.
Good, or do you not know if it's going to be there? Because it's going to be there. They announced.
No,
it.
I'm not.
They made it-
It's on. I know it's nominated, but I'm not sure why they nominated it. It's not yet complete.
Oh, it's not nominated for anything. I'm just talking about games that are going to be at the show that are going to be
No,
announced.
PUBG is nominated for Game of the Year.
Well, okay, yeah, it's nominated for something, but we're not there yet, Jarper Wolf. So thanks for spoiling it.
True.
All
Sorry,
right, let's
I'm just going on a rant about incomplete games.
Let's get back to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, let's get back to it.
Gives a shit about
The meat.
map. Like like fucking Fortnite so like quickly. Oh yeah, and they did it.
Yeah, Fortnite. I played some Fortnite. It's pretty good.
Like the clear problem is PUBG picked the wrong console to come to. Went fast enough.
Which console was it?
Picked
So,
Xbox.
Oh, okay.
But the problem is Xbox is not super popular.
They should have picked the Switch. The respawn was.
The other thing is like PUBG is just a mode, and it's a pretty easy mode to replicate.
What, the PlayerUnknown
Yeah.
Battlegrounds thing where it's just shrinking arena?
Yeah.
It's relatively easy to make.
Yeah.
I think
there's,
GTA 5 did it
there's literally
for like
I've been looking. To sound a little bit nerdy, but I looked on the Unreal Asset Store. There's literally a blueprint kit just for making a game like PUBG. It's so easy to make one.
Where's my Minecraft PUBG?
Where's my Arma PUBG?
It's a thing already called Hunger Games.
That's great. Best student game. I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Any of these names, so I'm just gonna skip this one.
Let me see. Best shooting. Okay,
Best student.
where's it? I don't know.
What does that mean? Like Mavis Beacon shit?
Forget it.
Made
I think
by,
it was made by
college
like
students.
an actual student.
It's
Whatever,
made by
okay.
college students.
Okay. 'Cause that
We're going-
just has a
pretty good-looking games.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about them, so none of us can speak about them.
True.
yeah, they're probably like Steam games, which most of us don't have a PC.
Best independent game.
Cuphead.
Pyre.
Stardew Valley,
Night in the Woods.
Switch Edition.
Cuphead. What Remains of Edith Finch? U.S. Sacrifice.
Ooh, best esports. Oh, sorry.
Cuphead.
It's not the right. We're past that. We're on best independent game. God damn it.
Best independent game. Okay, let me see. I kind of want Ryan to win, but we all know Cuphead's gonna win.
What do you want to win?
Prime.
Ryan. So
Yeah.
That's not on the list.
It looks pretty good, but Cuphead we all know is gonna win because the hype.
I
that or
literally read
Hellblade.
the games out to you, Jarper Wolf. Can you pay fucking attention?
Best indie game, yeah. I'm talking about the best indie game.
All right, Ryan's not on the list. It's not a nominee.
Ah, son of a bitch. Maybe I didn't.
Pyre should win.
The fuck? Did it? Oh, that's the ones I'm voting. Crap. It is a nominee.
It's
It
not
says
a
it right
nominee.
here. I'm looking at it right now. Prime.
You're looking at what? You're looking at Ryan.
Yeah, Prime.
Independent game. Because I'm looking at it, and it's clearly not here.
I'm looking at it right here.
Are you looking in the right category?
Best independent game.
All right, read the games to me then.
No, I'm just. We can just see. Let me see. Come on, right. See? Wait, it's right. Let me see. Do it. Great. Alright, wait. I want to show you. It's right here.
It's Pyre.
Pyre. Shit. I'm tired right now, so
How did you get Ryan and Pyre
Tell me.
mixed up?
yeah, I'm fucking stupid.
Did you not
I'm just
read the
like-
title?
I read it. It's just like Prime. It's a long day, so I'm kind of tired.
I fucking hate you people. God damn it.
But I
I
kind
hope
of
Pyre.
like the other games I see. It's just I like Night of Woods and Cuphead might be the ones going to get it. I don't fucking know that.
I can see Hollow
Hellblade
Knight winning.
might get it.
I can see Hollow Knight winning best debut
How-
and Cuphead winning best
Yeah.
independent. Credence.
That's okay. The next, well, my cup of tea, and two categories down.
Whatever. Next game. Next game is
I don't know, students, trending gamer.
All right, Dylan. Next game.
Oh, Dr. Disrespect.
Jesus.
Oh, go
Christ.
back to trending gamer. I know Dr. Disrespect.
No one cares.
Sorry,
Get the
I
fuck
I
on
didn't
with
see all
it.
the.
Jarper Wolf, you
Yes.
gotta keep up.
Yeah, I'm kind of jumped on. So
Death Stranding.
Yeah.
Death Stranding is probably going to be here because Kojima and Jeff Keighley are really close friends. It was at the Game Awards last year.
yeah, like didn't he call out Konami for screwing him over?
Yeah, partially. So it's almost guaranteed to be here in some capacity.
Yeah, but
Especially 'cause
Konami.
they skipped E3. And I can
Wait,
see
have you thought-
Sony
Oh.
full reign.
Yeah,
I can see them sort of not pulling the plug on Death Stranding this year in favor because they don't want to do anything to Kojima at all. They basically gave him a blank check, I would imagine.
I wonder though, since they have Norman Reedus' likeness in Death Stranding, are they going to use his
come on.
voice actor?
Oh, come on. Wait, it's
Okay.
not. We're not. I don't even talk about this yet, but I'll just talk about it later.
Why in the world would they not? If they have him acting as the character, why in the world would they not have him voice it?
I don't know. Sometimes with games,
No,
they like don't use likeness for like characters or something. They use like a different actor.
What?
Yeah.
When?
It's
Like for
kind
most
of-
licensed games that they do that.
Okay, but that's a licensed game
Okay, good point.
where they're
they
imitating the
do-
actor who was hired for that job.
Doesn't Call of Duty does it? Well, granted, I think Call of Duty is kind of a licensed game, but
How's Call of Duty a licensed game?
it comes out as a joke. I was just joking.
I know Scarface, they
Does it
had an
come to a
impersonator
fucking game?
because Al Pacino was fucked up with his like voice.
Yeah, but again, like
Yeah.
That's
for
different.
Death Stranding, they hired Norman Reedus to be Norman Reedus, or to fucking be the character.
Yep. All right, then next category.
What's the next one?
I want 1 year. I just want 1 year where I'm able to do this, and it's not a complete shit show. That's all I want in the world. Just one time.
Do you want to talk about esports games next?
No, we did that.
You're going through the list back.
I'm late.
We go from the bottom to the top, so we're going up.
Oh. Okay. Shit. I am just late. I know.
Most anticipated game presented by Mick Cafe. Do you want some? Here
Hands
you
down,
go.
Red Dead.
Yeah, I want to know what games that McDonald's wants to like
Uh,
sponsor.
The Last of Us Part 2, which after the last trailer, maybe they don't want to sponsor that one. Because the last trailer is just torture. That's the character treats. Red Dead Redemption 2.
Sounds reasonable.
Monster Hunter World, of all games. Man.
I actually have interest
What
in playing
man?
it. Granted, I play Monster Hunter, so the other one, so I'm
What was the
Spider-Man.
last one? You kind of robot.
And
Oh,
God of
Spider-Man?
War.
God of War.
Yeah, from Insomniac. That one looks actually pretty good.
We'll probably like more put marketing into Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But
And you
I
got
think
one. Wait.
this weirdly universal appeal. But to say most anticipated, like I think like Red Dead would have to win.
Wait, what about God of War? That's also on the list.
I don't think God of War holds a candle to Red Dead, honestly. Like
Yeah, it doesn't.
Yeah,
top
or
of the
like
world.
something like the God of War.
For like 3
around
years
5 years.
or
God
5.
damn it. Stop talking when
I'm
someone
back.
else-
Which one are we on?
We're on
We're-
the cafe.
Anticipated game
What?
presented by the Mick Cafe.
Okay, cool.
God damn it. Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, RDR2
This has
seems
to be
like
Red Dead.
the most anticipated.
Whatever. I want to
How much do we know about Red Dead, anyways?
A lot, but I don't think people
I
want to
played
know.
it.
Yeah, because that ruins
Played the first one, but
like
Damn, fuck. Kingdom Hearts 3. I put this on the list for no real reason. Hearts at the time. It's
the
probably
only reason
not.
why I'm gonna play it because it's
I think it's safe to
Toy
say
Story
they'll
for
talk
some
about
reason.
it.
yeah,
You think they'll talk about Kingdom Hearts 3?
yeah,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
it's like nostalgia and stuff.
Toss-up. It was a
Not
toss-up
because of
between
nostalgia, but it's so close. I mean, of course they're probably going to talk about it.
Well,
between this and Final Fantasy VII's remake, but I think they'll show the remake at PlayStation Expo. They did last year.
Oh yeah, I haven't heard anything about that. What's up with that?
That game is deep in development.
Okay.
yeah, development. Could be development
Like
hell.
it's like they're basically cutting it into like 4 parts because you can't like produce a game like that anymore. I think fucking shit.
The same scope. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I think Nomura was like straight up like, "Hey, no one expected in 2017,"
You called,
and I think
I
he like said it would be like mid to late 18 at the earliest.
called that development hell, I guess.
18? Okay.
Yeah, It's I mean, there's no way it would come out this year now because we have a month left.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh wow, 2017 went by fast.
It did.
I'm always interested in more Kingdom Hearts. I like that series a whole bunch. I was trying to play some of it earlier, and I was having some trouble.
Ooh.
You don't really have any weight in that game.
Okay. Well, it's coming up next, but I don't.
Category Best Multiplayer.
Okay.
Fortnite.
Sounds
Call of
sensible.
That should get it.
Call
That have to get it.
Call of Duty
That
game.
Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
Splatoon 2. Deluxe.
Mario Kart Deluxe and
Destiny 2. And
Destiny 2 and
PlayerUnknown's
PUBG.
Battleground.
Oh, thank God.
Right. PlayerUnknown's Battleground is the last one.
Yep. Why?
What's the best multiplayer of the year? It's gonna be PlayerUnknown's Battleground, right?
It's fucking. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be that.
There's really no way it's anything else.
Fucking. If it is, I'll start vaping.
Oh, goodbye, Jarper.
Yeah. Goodbye, Jarper. This category's fucking retarded too. I hate all of these. Hey, Breath of the Wild's actual one that's not just like bullshit. This one's actual like story content. I actually want to play, apparently. Out by now. I haven't really been paying attention because Breath of the Wild is a bad game.
It's not that bad.
But apparently it's not out yet. Still coming out like
The trials came out. I don't know when the actual like new dungeon's coming out.
they said it's still coming out in 2018. You know, they still haven't given a date for it though. So they were going to do it. This would be the time. Whatever.
Or Nintendo's just bad with planning stuff, you know.
Yeah. They don't like revealing stuff too early. I mean, remember, they announced Mario Odyssey in February of this year. Mario Odyssey is a good game.
Yeah, just like Breath of the Wild.
Next category, best sports/racing game. Racing is a sport. Can we just stop pretending? Like, don't set it aside.
It's a sport.
Project Cars 2. Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. NBA 2K18. Forza Motorsport 7 and FIFA 18.
Gonna say Project Cars 2 or GT Sport.
In this category has been like at the core of a controversy this year.
Really? Why is that?
Like NBA 2K18 got like, and 2K18 and Motorsport 7 both like fuck the player over super hard with like loot boxes, more or less. Loot boxes, actually. I just think you have to straight up buy currency to unlock everything properly.
Wow.
Oh, okay, so it's one of those games.
GT Sport is apparently just bad. FIFA 18 and Pro Evolution Soccer both got bad reviews, so I whatever. I think Project Cars is the only game that can win. But this is also a category that they're not going to show on the show floor. They're just going to announce it like before a commercial break. Best sports racing game goes to Project Cars 2. Fuck off.
Wow.
Or GT Sport.
I want to die, so I gotta find another way to say it. Next game. This one's kind of a long shot. Shin Megami Tensei 5. I just put this on here because they had the first proper trailer for it like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, hey, maybe it's time to show some more because they didn't really show anything. But it's very unlikely they would do that at an American show.
Yeah, that probably not going to happen.
Persona in the running for Game of the Year, so maybe Atlas will do it to show it off.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, so if not that, there might be something from Strange Journey Redux in like a few months. That one seems a little more likely because that one isn't out in like English yet. Next category is best strategy game. I feel like XCOM 2 is going to win this, so I'm not going to bother reading the other entries.
Well, what are the other entries?
Reading them. Best family game.
Okay.
Splatoon 2. Sonic Mania. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And Super Mario Odyssey.
Those are some pretty interesting picks.
I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the actual best game in this entry in terms of like a family game. Because as much as I love Sonic Mania, and I would imagine Odyssey is a better game than Mario Kart 8, they're not really family games.
I think family games would imply that you need to have like more than one controller.
I thought it
could,
was games that are just suitable for families.
Yeah, like you'd have to have.
I think the underlying implication is that it's a game you can play with your family.
Yeah,
I thought that's like a party game.
Like, I don't think there is a party game category.
And if there was, Jackbox would probably win.
I was gonna say Splatoon, but
I've played a shit ton of Mario Kart 8 with my family.
It's a good game.
It is a good game. It's fun. I don't know if it should count though, because it's a piece of Mario Kart 8.
It's like a special edition.
It is fun though. Next game, Metal Gear Survive. I don't think.
Do we know that this is gonna? Have we heard anything about this?
We heard it announce a release date like a month or two back. They like clarified when it's coming out and shit. It's coming out in like February, and it's going to be like $40 instead of $60.
Are you gonna check it out, Dylan? Are you gonna rent it at least?
If I have the money, definitely, because I really like the gameplay of Metal Gear Solid 5 is really good. So if it's literally just more Metal Gear Solid 5, yeah.
Is it gonna be Metal Gear Solid 5's engine and all that?
The same assets. It's all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Metal Gear Solid 5. So yeah, if I have the money, I will definitely play it. But I'm not gonna like go head over heels for it. And if there are other games that I'd rather play out at that time, I'll just play those. But I'd like to see it. I'd like it to be good. I'd like to know that there are people at Konami that are still holding the torch. I just love the idea of showing off Metal Gear Survive while Kojima's like on the stage 10 feet away from it.
Is he gonna be here this year?
He's gonna be here. He and Jeff Keighley are like really good pals.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's great.
I think Kojima would just be fucking yelling.
Oh, are close buddies. Like half of the award ceremony last year was dedicated to Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, see, I knew that. I just didn't know it was because they were good buds.
Yeah, there's a really great scene, or there's some interview with him. Like Jeff Keighley got the first interview with Kojima after he founded his new studio. He loves him. Not like as a joke or anything. Like Jeff Keighley just straight up says and he's a great guy, and I love him with all my heart. He's a real good friend to me.
I could see that. Kojima seems like a really amicable guy.
Nice. Best fighting game. This is another category that I think has an obvious winner. Tekken 7. That's the winner. Nidhogg 2. Capcom Infinite. Injustice 2. And ARMS.
It's Tekken 7 then.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Nidhogg. I know that a lot of people like it, but you know.
Nidhogg's real
Nidhogg's like
fucking fun. But like having played both versions, I don't really see a whole lot to Nidhogg 2 that's not in Nidhogg 1.
Yeah, it's like more of a like party game or something as well.
It's real fun.
Those screen transitions in Tekken 7 are really fucking fun. So you know,
I personally, if I was going to like pick one, I might pick ARMS because that's the one I've had the most fun with this year. And
no
really
ARMS is
good
on the
support.
list.
Yeah, they've added like 4 or 5 characters to ARMS since it came out.
I haven't
And
played
it's
it
only-
since release.
It's only been like 4 months too, so it's pretty impressive. A new character and a new stage every other month. One of them is just Star Platinum with Springs for ARMS.
Ooh.
This one's going to get a little weird. Best role-playing game. South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
Of course.
Final Fantasy 15.
Mhm.
Original Sin 2. Nier Automata. And Persona 5.
I wish I could comment on Nier, but I really can't. I know a lot of people like it.
Super fucking weird because Fantasy 15 came out last year,
Yeah.
and B, Nier Automata is not an RPG.
Does it have
It's
RPG
a-
elements?
It has levels, but there's no like skill point allocation. There's no like party
Huh.
mechanic. Really, it's a character action game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like it doesn't even have like magic or abilities you can use in a fight. It's just pure character action.
So Persona
like-
5 then.
No, not even on the same level as Persona 5. Because Persona, or are you saying Persona 5 would win?
Yeah.
I haven't played it, but apparently Divinity 2 is like amazing.
Is it?
Heard about it, sounds really, really cool. Like how was
Hello?
they got
Don't
Chris
you cut out.
Avallone of Fallout fame to write a character, and he wrote a skeleton, and the skeleton can't go into a town or else everyone will try to kill it because it's a monster. To do is if you're playing as a skeleton, you got to kill a random person and then steal their face.
Oh.
Wow.
And there's a moment I heard about this from the Two Best Friends Play podcast. There's a moment where like the dude's girlfriend is a demon who had to do that, and she tries to talk to a child, but the child can see through her disguise, and it runs away and cries in a corner.
Oh.
And Divinity is all like a co-op game too. So like the other dude had to go over there and explain with the demon lady. It's also a co-op game.
This is a
It's also a
two-player
co-op game. Yeah, it's all co-op. You can play it by yourself, but it's all co-op, and both characters can just like fuck off from each other. You're not tethered to the other character at all.
Oh, like most co-op games that are sandbox.
Both characters can be on the other side of the map from each other. Quest from each other.
That's really good co-op.
That's really fucking cool.
Like your friend can do a quest line, and then you can do like an opposing quest line, and then when you get to the end and like the dude's dead, you have to actually talk to the other player and find out what happened.
Wow, it's great.
I wish I could play it. I wish I had like a buddy who I could play it with and then experience that because it sounds great.
There should be
Really
more
exciting.
co-op games with the openness of like an MMORPG like that.
Next announcement, next sequence game, Persona Dancing All Night. So a couple months back, they announced Persona 3 Dancing All Night, and then they announced Persona 5 Dancing All Night at the same time.
I thought these were supposed to be the same game.
No, they are different games. They're paired together like Pokemon is, but they're different titles.
How much are they?
I don't know. Probably knowing Atlas, probably full price.
Jesus Christ.
There's no story to them though. It's just karaoke, basically. Well, it's just a rhythm game, rather, with remixes of Persona 3 and 5 music, which is all I really want. I don't like it. I'd prefer like Persona spinoffs to be non-canon because then you end up with like problems like in 4 where like the characters are constantly being reduced to their like most base assets. There's no room for nuance when like every character only gets like a song or 2. Yeah. What's the next one?
Everybody thinks I'm clumsy, but I'm actually a very well-developed character.
Talks about all the nurses, and no one talks about the part where I'm literally the only person who's running the Junez 90% of the time.
Oh, you're talking about what's his face? Yosuke?
I'm Yosuke.
Ah.
Yeah, we're talking about Sasuke Uchiha. Yuri Lowenthal. Yeah. The boy
Best
who's in
action.
everything.
Best action adventure game. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Origins. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
Mm-hmm.
Super Mario Odyssey. And Horizon Zero Dawn.
What's this category?
Best action adventure game.
Okay.
Which is, I feel like half these games don't fit. I feel like
I would call Odyssey an adventure game.
I guess. I think they're gonna give this to Zero Dawn because it's not gonna win fucking Game of the Year, but they want to give it like a pity prize.
How do you feel about Uncharted? Is that a good series? I've never played it.
I like Uncharted a whole bunch. I think those games are super fun. I didn't play this version,
Okay.
so I have no fucking clue. I really liked Uncharted 4. It's definitely flawed. Video Game Donkey's review of it really highlights the problems of like it's a great game until the finale where the characters' problems are just sort of resolved. But even so, it's a fun enough ride. Not Game of the Year worthy, but fun. Yeah, I would imagine Zero Dawn is going to get this because I don't think they're going to give Zero Dawn Game of the Year.
Do you know what the worst feeling is, Dylan?
What's the worst feeling?
When a game reaches its peak and it plateaus and you don't know if it's over yet.
Where did that come from? I feel like you're talking about something that's happening to you.
No, I can't think of a game off the top of my head, but I know I've had that happen to me before where I'm sure a game is fixing to be over, but like the climax is peaked.
I feel like that happened with. I feel like that happened recently with something. I feel like that kind of happened with Resident Evil 4. I feel like once you fight Krauser, like actually fighting Sadler doesn't really hold a whole lot of weight.
Oh, Aquadas told me you were playing that recently.
Finished it for the first time this last week, this week, one or the other. That game's great.
It's a fun game, yeah.
And it's like
What again?
going back. I think Breath of the Wild should be in the RPG category. Nier Automata should be in the
I wouldn't
adventure
consider
game.
that an RPG. I wouldn't really consider that an RPG either, but I would put it as an RPG over Nier Automata.
Yeah. Because Automata is like an action-adventure game.
Best action game. Speaking of which, so this one's pure action.
All right.
Prey, Neo, Destiny 2, Cuphead, and Wolfenstein 2.
You know Todd Howard's probably paying Keeley.
For what?
I don't know, to pick either Wolfenstein 2 or
That's not, I
Prey.
don't think that's
I like
Todd's
Wolfenstein
shtick.
2 a whole lot. I like it way more. I like it way more than most people do, but I don't think it really wins any awards, unfortunately.
Wolfenstein.
Especially not when you're going up against Neo. I would say by far the best action game of the year. Only really rivaled by Cuphead, but Cuphead had such more to Neo than Cuphead.
I should really play Neo.
Neo's fantastic.
I need a good character action
Best,
game that's not Dark Souls.
Neo is the best Souls game combat-wise. Souls series, and I'm counting Bloodborne when I say that.
Really? Better than Bloodborne?
Better game. It's got a better story. It's got an amazing atmosphere and art style.
Yes, it does.
Bloodborne is amazing, but I think Neo's is a little better. Bloodborne is all around game of the generation. I can't imagine another game coming along and beating it for that. Too.
Well, we know From won't do that.
Or do we?
I think they're done for sure this time.
Next game announcement I have here is Cyberpunk 2077.
That'll never get released.
No, it'll be released. They announced it way too fucking early, but
Yeah, I remember
They've been
they fucking talked about that in like 2013 or 14.
announced it a long ass time ago. But they announced it with the caveat of like, hey, just so you guys know, this isn't coming for a long ass time because we got to make The Witcher 3. Witcher 3. And CD Projekt Red has like a pretty. Their history is pretty entwined with. Been at the Game Awards every year, getting awards, obviously. So them revealing like Cyberpunk 2077 properly for the first time there makes total sense. Especially because they're not tied to any single publisher, so they have no reason to wait to E3. Any thoughts on that, Caesar?
About what? Cyberpunk?
About Cyberpunk 2077.
Hopefully it's good. All the hype.
Did you see that bit about how like they're not gonna like if you can't speak the same language as another character, you're not gonna be able to understand them?
Oh shit.
Oh, that's fucking dope. Now, is this in the canon of the board or the pen and paper series?
Yeah, you can. There actually
Yeah, I
is
believe
the
so.
option of putting languages
Okay,
on the
cool.
character sheets.
I don't know anything about the pen and paper
You can
series,
get-
but so there's other races in the game.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
So you can get like a transplant for your character to like fucking
Decode like
wait for you, but it's optional. And if you don't get it, if you don't speak the language, you just don't know what those characters are saying. Period.
You might as well just get Google Translate and just take fucking pictures of screen.
I like
They-
that a
If you
lot.
wanted to.
I have a good feeling about this game.
Witcher games are apparently great, even though I can't play them to save my life. I own 3 bits of it.
Is it
And you
like
got
hard
lost?
or?
No, I just didn't. I wasn't grabbed by it, but that's because I only played 3. I didn't play the other 2.
Oh.
What's happening?
But you probably should play the other 2.
I hear people tell me that they
Uh,
actually just get better from like 1 to 3.
Best VR/AR game. None of us have played any of these, so I'm not
Resident
even
Evil
gonna bother.
7.
I can't fucking get a VR headset. Are you shitting me?
Best handheld game. These Woolly World, Monster Hunter Stories, Metroid: Samus Returns, and Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadow of the
I'm
Lynch.
glad that Nintendo's bringing Poochie back into their lexicon.
Yeah, I forgot that game came out. I would say Metroid has to win this. Like, it's the first Metroid game in however long, and it's a really good one.
I've heard some great shit about Ever Oasis.
Maybe, but I haven't heard anything about Ever Oasis.
Yeah, it's kind of nobody really talked about it.
A lot of these games just sort of came and went. It's the only one I can really speak to is Metroid, because it's the only one I finished.
How was that?
Fuck it. I'm just gonna start 8 fucking categories. Jesus Christ. Oh, Metroid's great. I really enjoyed it.
Cool.
Best ongoing game. I'm gonna skip that one. Best ongoing game.
What's the requirement for this?
Is it like
How many years do you got to be going?
It looks like at least 1.
Okay.
No,
G-
never mind. You can never mind. Forget that. You can literally just have come out like 2 months ago.
that's not
okay,
ongoing
what-
then?
Here I'll just read the games. Warframe,
Okay,
see.
good.
Overwatch, Grand Theft Auto Online
Of course.
2, and PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
Okay.
Oh, I
what?
think-
What?
But yeah, so
Guess
2 of those
it's
games came
ongoing.
out this year.
Like
I don't
PUBG.
think they should even count.
Yeah,
No.
Destiny. Yeah, Destiny 2 should not count. That came out like what, 2 months ago?
Yeah. And it's not like doing very good. Like, I don't think they've updated anything for it, so I don't even think you can count it as ongoing yet. Fucking users overs with the
Fucking
experience.
just started.
I feel like
Siege
category
might win.
Warframe wins. I feel like Warframe has to win because it's the oldest.
I
Yeah.
would want Warframe to win because it's actually one of the best out of all of those.
I remember back when like we started streaming together, he streamed Warframe because it was like fairly new. So like the fact that it's not only still going but actually getting better is a pretty impressive all around.
I'll
How's
say
the-
it's one of the best console free-to-plays that I have.
How's the gameplay with the free-to-play method though?
Good. I mean,
Okay.
it's still fun. You don't get all the best equips like everybody else, but if you're lucky, you'll get like 1 or 2. Still
It's
can
not
have
like-
a good time.
It's not like getting a bunch of loot boxes or something.
You don't have to do pay to win at all if you stick with it.
Okay.
I don't mind loot boxes nearly as much when they don't charge me $60 for the game to start
Like,
with.
I know with GTA 5, if you were to play that since like day 1 and not buy anything, you'd probably be like really rich. And you like no
Or just
life
don't
to
play GTA Online. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait for Red Dead Online.
Oh, I didn't think about that. They're totally going to do that, aren't they?
I don't know if they are. I don't think there's anywhere near as much like viability for that.
It might be the same as
An
like
outlaw or a sheriff? That sounds like a great time.
Maybe.
Or you could be like
Games-
a cattle shit herder.
Games for Impact. This is
What
the
does that
gay
even mean?
category.
Okay, it's bullshit.
Please knock on my door.
What?
I remember we were talking about
That's
these
the-
a while back.
That's the first game. Night in the Woods.
Oh yeah, the gay animal one that everybody wants to play.
Life is Strange. Before the Storm. Bury Me, my love. What Remains of Edith Finch. And Hellblade, Sinuous Sacrifice. These all sound like fucking lines from a goddamn gay movie on a fucking Netflix. I was trying to find a better way to say that.
Those sound like titles.
sound like lines from Pink Flamingo. I'm happy that it took an hour and a half to get to in like. I haven't played any of these, so I don't give a shit.
I've
I don't
heard some
care
good shit
either.
about that Hellblade game.
Yeah, Hellblade's apparently really good. I'd like to.
I heard
I'd
it
like to check
tackles
it out.
mental illness in a very interesting way.
Whatever. Let's go to the next one. Best performance. Ben
All right.
Jurgens, Hellblade. Laura Bailey, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Claudia Black, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. Wolfenstein 2, and Ashley Birch in Horizon.
I like Laura Bailey,
Brian.
but I heard some clips from the guy who does BJ.
Yeah.
That just
He's
sounds like
really-
a fun role.
He's really good. He's the ability to go from like really fucking heavy to really stupid, like on a dime. Range in that game.
It's not.
I watched that scene where he was trying to impress those Black Panthers, and I laughed pretty fucking hard.
Nine. Destiny 2, again, for some reason. Hellblade.
Wait, Splatoon?
No, Destiny 2.
Oh,
Did
Jesus.
Dylan just cut out for you?
Yeah, he cuts out.
Yeah, okay. I was just wondering.
Resident Evil 7.
Okay.
Breath of the Wild. And Mario Odyssey.
You cut out.
Okay,
What was
what-
the category?
The
Yeah.
category is sound design.
Oh, okay. Did you say
It's
Odyssey?
Resident Evil 7, right?
Yeah,
Walk-
I like Breath of the Wild sound design a lot.
I think 7
like-
looks pretty good.
I feel like 7 has to win because 7 is a horror game and like much more than a horror game.
It has really good ambience.
Like a bad sound design will kill a horror game. Whatever. Next one.
So,
Best score / music. Destiny 2. I have no fucking idea why Destiny 2 is in half of these
Fuck.
categories when it's
I
some
think-
mediocre game.
I think it's because people funded a lot of like money into it. Because I saw like Pop-Tart ads on fucking YouTube for it. They're like,
Cuphead.
oh,
Automata,
Cuphead. Near Automata. Okay.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, and Persona 5.
I would say Persona 5, but that's if you're like a gigantic weeaboo like me.
Okay, what's the category? Soundtracks?
I think he
Yeah.
said score.
Okay.
Score and music.
Yeah, I think Persona 5 does it because it's got like a really good soundtrack.
I don't know,
5
man.
is the
Fucking
one.
Odyssey has really good music in it.
It does, but like the Persona 5 soundtrack is like seared into my mind.
Yeah, me too, but like,
That like hub world music. It's, like,
Yeah.
I would say
super
Persona
body.
5. like Persona 5's music is like the best in the series, and it's so distinct. There's no other soundtrack like it.
In the Persona series.
No, there's no other soundtrack like it. Period. I would
Really?
say. Unique. I don't think there's another soundtrack like it in video games, especially.
That's
It
like
is
a
pretty
funk
unique.
score.
I would listen. Rain,
What was the Mad World sequel game that had a pretty unique soundtrack?
Anarchy Reigns.
Yeah.
I think like
Yeah, but even then, like that one's rock and rap.
both the No More Heroes games have like really unique soundtracks.
No More
So,
Heroes
like-
has a really good soundtrack.
Yeah, both of them.
But Odyssey has great music. Cuphead has great music. Automata has great music, but I've heard that music before,
Nier Automata.
and I've never heard anything that sounds like Persona 5. Best art direction. I feel like someone fucked this up and just copy and pasted these.
Is Destiny 2 on there?
Yeah, best art direction.
Oh
Destiny
my
2.
fucking
No, I remember seeing Destiny, Persona 5, and Odyssey a lot.
Cuphead, Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, and Zero Dawn.
I think Nier Automata should be on there. It's got some really interesting
I feel like
design.
this is a toss up between P5 and Cuphead.
Yep.
Visual design, definitely Persona 5.
You sure? Like when we talk about visual design, I think that includes, no, because this is art direction.
Oh, art direction. Yeah, fucking Persona 5.
I'm here now.
Hello.
Friend.
Did you get the best fighting game yet?
We passed
Yeah, we
best
did.
fighting game.
Oh, Guilty Gear got robbed.
Got robbed.
Got robbed.
It's
Injustice
like
will win.
the
Tekken
updated
sucks.
Tekken is fantastic.
No, it's not, man.
Better than
I like
Injustice.
Tekken 7.
Well, no, I'm talking like in terms of like cynicism, like in terms of raw votes, the people are going to see, oh, I hit the triggers and Superman did the super. Like, I think Tekken is better than Injustice. It's just neither of them are that good.
That's not how you presented that.
Oh, sorry.
What
Well,
game
Tekken
is
7
going to
has various
win?
problems, such as Tekken 3, that launched. What did that have? That had like a wealth of single player content. Tekken 7 took 2 years to come out to have a bad story mode and sell you Tekken Bowl.
I wouldn't say it's a bad story mode.
If you rank like those shitty fighting game story modes, it's like the worst one.
Maybe it's the worst one, but I think it's better than its competition. Good as Injustice 2, but it's a better overall game than Injustice 2. Like, it's
Well, I agree with
definitely got a
that.
better story mode than Marvel vs. Capcom.
Well, yeah, that's barely a game, man. That's just like a weird. That's like Capcom like making a giant middle finger.
Like, it's in terms of like the games that are on this list, only 2 of them even have a story mode,
Yeah.
or 3, I guess. Direction. What game's gonna win best art direction, Jack?
Probably Persona 5. Cuphead's like the only argument there. but in
Persona
terms
5
of-
is gonna get it.
Oh, what's?
I would
No,
love to
it's
back
what deserves to
Cuphead.
win.
Yeah, Cuphead is like very unique for
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
really cool, and I like that they use it looks like Max Fletcher and all that. I fucking love it, but Persona 5 just is beautiful.
they took a lot of time into Cuphead.
I think like,
They almost risked their lives for that game.
Yep.
I think it's a really hard. It's a toss up between the two, but I think Cuphead's
Yeah.
gonna win because I think it has so much like every asset in that game is astonishingly gorgeous, and you only see it once.
Yeah.
Aside from
There's an argument there because it's like previous Persona games have just had like Persona style. Nothing looks like Cuphead.
Yeah, and like you look at Persona 5 and like, yeah, okay, this character looks good, but you have to see this character for 90 straight hours. So yeah, it has to look good.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're getting to like the end of the list, so this is where the bangers are going to be. Best
boy.
narrative. What Remains of Edith Finch?
Jesus.
Did we get to like most
Hellblade.
impactful game yet?
We passed that one.
Oh yeah.
I think Near Automata.
All of them
should've
are
been that.
trash.
Well, yeah, that's the joke.
Wolfenstein 2. Dawn for best narrative.
I
Nier.
feel like Wolfenstein 2 wins that. Oh wait, is Nier in there? Yeah, Nier wins.
Yeah. Well, Nier should win, but it's not going to win.
Well,
Because
okay.
it's weeaboo shit.
Well, that's my thing. I'm not sure if we're talking about
As
what
most
deserves
people.
to win, or like we're talking about what's gonna win. That's my injustice thing. Like, justice is gonna win.
It's both.
Yeah.
We're supposed to
Okay.
both. Less.
Yeah.
Way more heart and emotion behind it than any other game on this list, but you have to dig deeper to get to it.
Yeah.
Which one? Nier.
Whereas Wolfenstein 2, while I really like that game,
Sorry.
story is anywhere near as complete as Automata's is.
Yeah, it was like Wolfenstein, like, what was it called? Not the New Order, Colossus or
Colossus, yeah.
something?
Hellblade might actually win because for everyone who's played that, like all they talk about is the story. It seems to be based entirely around it. And I don't know. I could see them giving it to Automata because Automata doesn't show up in the news. Like best game direction, which means Wolfenstein 2, Resident Evil 7, Wild, Mario Odyssey, whatever that means. Nothing? Great. I'm real happy we did this because it was right to not show up to this because every year it's a shit show. Every single year. It's been not a shit show.
This year hasn't?
Shit show. God damn it.
It's a shit show every year. What are you talking about, Caesar?
What, with the award ceremony?
This is predictions cast. It never works. And I insist on doing it every year.
Why are you so obsessed with Jeff Keighley, man?
Whatever. Game of the year. What's game of the year?
Breath of the Wild.
In general, or what's on the list?
Destiny 2.
Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Persona
that's gonna
5,
win.
and Zero Dawn.
Battlegrounds is gonna win.
Battleground.
I would say if this was a month ago, I would have said Battlegrounds, but I think people have started to sour on Battlegrounds a little bit.
Like you're right. Like the
got
wave is
other
already
categories.
going down, but the wave was so big.
But it's in other categories where it's more likely to win. Multiplayer for sure. But when you're going up against and Odyssey and Persona 5 and going down off your wave, like that's a hard.
Yeah.
That's
That's
hard.
fair. I feel like if between the new Nintendo ones, it's gonna be Odyssey if one of them wins because of the wave thing. Everyone's hot on the Mario right now.
But I also think like Odyssey
Really?
is in no ways as groundbreaking of an experience as Breath of the Wild is a watershed moment for the industry. Going forward, like open world games are going to be fundamentally different. And I think that's going to be reflected. But at the same time, like, you know, rarely reflects. The awards rarely reflect what is
Yeah, that's my
Which-
thing. Of
yeah.
like, I think if it's between the two Nintendo toss-ups, Mario's going to eke it out, but I think PUBG's going to clinch it.
I remember like 3 years ago did this. I said Dark Souls 2 would win best multiplayer retroactive award
You
for Dark
smoking
Souls 1.
then?
And which it shouldn't have. Dark Souls 2 should have still won.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm never doing this again.
Until next year.
Are you sure about that?
That's
You.
gay.
And
Oh, look, you showed up late.
Yeah, I told him he's late.
I came to yell about best fighting game and missed it.
yeah, it turns out when you tell everyone a time, people are surprised when they show up an hour after that time.
I can't help that I'm fashionably late, my dude.
Maybe you fuckers should show up on time.
I had to
showed
play
up
Third
on
Strike with
time.
my buddy, man.
None of you had to do anything.
That's the sound of someone that doesn't play Third Strike with their friend most weeks.
I'm gonna go kill myself. Bye.